little kids and shoot them in the head, and I'm against that. But you people that love the Mexican corrupt government, you sit around like it's cute and fun.
Love the Mexican corrupt
all the time about Hispanic high school kids that want to go join the cartel.
I have a
because they think it's sexy, and they go down there and they get murdered, they get raped, they get their heads chopped off, honey. So if you want to dance around that Mexican flag, I suggest you go do it over the Texas border where they're murdering people and raping women to death and burying them in mass graves. If you think the whole sickening culture that's grown up in the government of Mexico is so sexy, I suggest you go down there. I suggest you
brother. Okay, you need to calm down. I've got a beautiful Latina model in the studio, and we're taking photos for Mancow.com. She
wants to dance around a Mexican flag and telling me I'm a kook because I want to save the republic from Big Brother. Shut up, Mancow. Shut your traitorous smart mouth.
I'm a traitor. I'm a traitor now. This girl doesn't.
That she's in there talking about dancing around her Mexican flag, disrespecting this republic.
How she's a Mexican girl in here.
Hey, if she wanted to dance around in the Japanese flag, I wouldn't have a problem because Japan hadn't attacked us in over 60 years. Mexico teaches in its schools, down with America, destroy America. And it'd be one thing if Mexico was strong, but it's a joke. It's a narco-terrorist joke that's against our republic.
All right. Valeria, the top Mexican model is here, and she said she wanted to dance around with the Mexican flag. Valeria, is there anything you want to say about what you just heard?
I think Alex Jones should jump off a building because he's psycho and he's clearly angry at life and has no friends, and all he can do is talk garbage.
He has friends.
No.
Why don't you take all the little turd droppings that is the cesspit of Mexico, and why don't you go bathe in the cess down there instead of trying to bring all your diarrhea up here and pour it on us and tell us it's chocolate syrup? Why don't you go back to that hell pit? I'm sick of paying for all the welfare, the anchor babies wearing their Mexican flags, preaching down with America. It's Hispanic Ku Klux Klan running all over us, and I hate the Klan, and I hate Mecha and La Raza and all the rest of it, and I'm declaring war on that whole thing. I'm telling you right now, Reuters came out yesterday, Mexico's financing groups trying to break Arizona in half and take half of it. The La Infosora, La Reconquista's on. They want us all to bathe in murder and death and scum.
All right, now, wow. That's Alex Jones from PrisonPlanet.com. Also here, Mexican supermodel Valeria. You can see her pictures at Mancow.com. That did not go how I thought it was going to go. I'm shocked at what... Where's my boy? Kevin Frazier, how are you?
I am fantastic. How are you, Mancow? Wow, that was amazing.
Wow.
I was just sitting here listening.
Hey, you have to. I got to tell you what happened. I don't even think people listening know what happened. Kevin Frazier from The Insider, my new favorite show. Go, because my boy Kevin's on there. I love this kid. And anyway, go to Mancow.com. You can see this girl. She's a Mexican model, beautiful. And I simply, we had one guest on. I say, we got a Mexican model here. And she goes, take a picture of me. I'll wrap the American flag. I'll wrap the Mexican flag around my chest. And then this guy just went out of his mind. I mean, he went out of his mind. He went out of his mind.
And it's funny. I'm speaking from what used to be Mexico anyway. So, Southern California.
Well, and she is, she's a model. She just turned 21. She doesn't know anything about politics or news for that matter. And so she was kind of giggling, didn't know what he was saying. She didn't understand it. And so he, a lot of guys, when a pretty girl says no or a pretty girl laughs at them, it's very upsetting.
Clearly.
So he freaked.
He freaked out. That was unbelievable.
It was unbelievable. That guy freaked.
I have two words for Alex Jones.
What's that?
Viva Mexico.
Oh, well, that's not. Okay. When you're this pretty, you're just a beautiful girl. So, anything
don't have to do that.
Anything that stands to go to the bathroom probably wants to make babies with you. So that has to be, including the animal kingdom, it has to be a nightmare. And then men, if their feelings get hurt, then they act out. They lash out, right?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that at all.
Wow. But, you've had this kind of thing happen, right?
Yeah.
Where women and men, and I bet you're the kind of girl that women hate.
Yeah, but you know what? I just kind of brush it off, and I just kind of laugh at it, just like I laugh at Alex
Because you're prettier
Jones.
than them, right?
Exactly.
Okay. The vintage video game. What is this? Alex?
Yeah, are we live on air, or is this more behind-the-scenes stuff so you can twist what really happened?
No, we're on the. It was all been on the air.
Okay, well, usually you go to break, and then you also tape something, and we do it live. Listen, I can't sit there and look at that La Reconquista. I could care less what she looks like. I'm a married guy with 3 children. I'm about information. I'm already wound up about the government plan in the works for over a decade to take over all telecommunications. I've got all the official documents. It's up at Infowars.com. Government spy chips to hijack phones.
Right.
And then you say, she's beautiful, she's laughing. I could care less. Then she talks about a Mexican flag around her and Viva Mexico. And Mexico is a country where they teach in school, down with America, destroy America, the Southwest belongs to us. They line up the poor children and women they catch trying to come across on the Mexican side if they haven't paid, and they murder them. They found over 500 mass graves, some with over 150 people, in the last year on the Texas border. They're murdering all these Hispanic people, and then all the rich establishment pro-Mexican government people go, ooh, we like the cartels. Ooh, it's sexy. And I'm sick of it, and it makes me want to throw up, and the Mexican flag is embarrassing. That country is the most corrupt country on earth.
All right. Listen.
It makes me want to throw up.
Alex, calm down. Okay. Did you tell my producer off air that I was kissing Kevin Frazier's ass?
Admit you're for La Reconquista and Infosora. You know what that means, don't you, honey cake?
What is he talking about?
What are you talking about? The fact that Mexico is a corrupt country, that has nothing to do with me. That doesn't make me a corrupt person, does it?
All right. Listen. Alex, did you or did you not tell my producer off air that I was kissing Kevin Frazier's ass and it made you sick?
Listen, I want you to, did you hear? She just agreed that she's for the La Infosora, the invasion, the La Reconquista, the reconquering of America.
Okay. Oh, my God. Dude, honest to God, if you shine a flashlight in this girl's eyes, you can see the back of her skull. She's a beautiful girl, but she's not thinking about this kind of stuff, dude. She's not wanting to conquer the world. She's just a hot girl that turned 21. She's never had to work a day in her life. Everything's been given to her because she's so beautiful. Men just give you things. You told me last time I saw you that you've never bought a drink in your life.
Nope.
Everything you do is free. And this guy, you want to conquer America. You want to, yes. Anyway, go to mancow.com. You can see what she looks like. That's Alex, very, very wound up today. Wow. Last time I saw you, we were drinking tequila for Cinco de Mayo. Did you have fun on Cinco de Mayo?
I did.
Yeah.
I had a blast.
Oh. Any chances Alex Guy would ever get to sleep with you the way he's been acting?
Oh my God, no.
It's not working, Alex. Oh, okay. All right. Lots of Mexican power. Alex has now got everybody. The phones are. Okay. Miguel says we should give back California and Texas to the Mexicans. Basically, is that right, Miguel?
Yeah, that's correct. It's destiny. It's going to happen regardless. I mean, 10 years down the line, it's going to happen.
And see, here's the problem with racial politics. Then 90% of the, quote, Mexicans that become Americans vote to take my guns, take my private property. So it's a race cult. The corporate media for the North American Union's behind it. The Fortune 100 funds racial politics. And you go to any of these meetings, UT professors get up there and say, when we take over, we're going to murder all the white people. I mean, it's Plan of San Diego. Just Google it. It's all that's taught at the universities. And I'm supposed to sit here, a guy who's protested the Ku Klux Klan 10 times, okay, I have to sit here and hate the Klan but then love them. No, you're a racist. It's a race cult. Mexico's a failed state. I don't care how many Hispanics they are. They're pro-gun, pro-private property, pro-America. But on top of this whole racial Mexican pride thing, go research it, Mancow. It is Aslan. Go back to Europe. We're going to get your property. I mean, it is, and it's a bunch of scummy, just absolute, just like toothless white people are Klan, but there's only probably 100,000 Klan people. Of the 30 million illegal aliens, I'd say 90% are hardcore La Reconquista. Hell, the radio stations here in Austin have names like The Invasion and The Race, Raza. And my wife grew up in Spain, so she speaks perfect Spanish. And I remember her 10 years ago when she was just my girlfriend going, my God, listen to this Spanish radio. We're going to get America. These stupid, ugly gringos don't know. Now let's cut to a Ford commercial.
All right, brother, listen. I lived in Salinas, California. I've spent a lot of time in Texas, lived in San Jose. I have a lot of Mexican friends. The Mexican people have always embraced me, the Latinos, the Latinas, what do you think about what he's saying here? We've got one of the top Mexican models in the studio, Valeria. You can see her pictures at mancow.com. She's a stunner. So talk to me. What do you think about what you're hearing here? Because this is all new to me. This is new to me today.
It's new to me. How do you think I feel? Being Mexican, I feel offended. I do. I don't understand why he portrays all Mexicans as being...
This is not the feeling that I've ever gotten from Mexicans, I honestly. So
as far as I'm concerned, we're welcoming people. We're hardworking people.
Yes.
We're very hardworking
Catholics,
people.
good families.
We come here to this country to work, to give our family something better.
Yeah, you want something done right? You make sure you tell them every step of the way, or it won't be done right. But you want a hard worker, you hire a Mexican. It's a fact.
I'm going to tell you who you don't want to work with, Mexicans. Oh, they make a brother look bad on the job. They don't take no breaks or nothing. They work 8 straight hours, skip lunch and everything. I was working with some Mexicans. We were putting roofs up. They put a roof up in 30 minutes. I had to get up on the roof and take a break. You're American now. Take a break. They gave us 8 hours. What you rushing for? They just going to give us another roof. And Mexicans don't have no job description. They do everything. They like Walmart. They one-stop shopping. White lady said something wrong with the tree. The Mexican was in the tree. I'm like, get your ass down. We roofers. You don't supposed to be in no tree. And what you doing with them oranges? Put them back in the car.
Message. One thing I will say about the Mexican people, Hispanic people, that I have all the respect in the world. They are hardworking people. They are religion-centered people. And I have all respect for them because us as America need people like that. But please come into this country legally.
End of message.